Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and welcome to the first premiere weekly handy hints for the helpless handyman. Wow, that took about 15 takes. I get asked the same questions quite a few times from customers, and one of the common questions is, which kind of countertop should I put in my kitchen? On this week's video, I'm going to go over quartz versus granite. And as usual, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe. It's the best way to support it. Boop. So without further ado, let's do it. So granite is it's a natural product. It gets mined from the earth and it's cut into slabs, polished. Whereas quartz is a man-made product. There's a bunch of ingredients that are put together and then again just polished and cut to size. Granite needs a bit of maintenance, whereas the quartz doesn't. So the granite needs to be sealed, usually every year. And a good way to test this is to take some water and put it on the surface of your granite countertop. Leave it there for an hour, 2 hours. If it needs to be sealed, you'll notice that the water gets absorbed into the slab. It'll leave a dark stain. It'll go away. Do it in an inconspicuous place just to be safe. And if it does absorb the water, then it's got to be sealed. You can probably get some sealer at your local stone shop, granite shop. So it's just a matter of putting it on and then taking it off. There is a little more maintenance to granite than there is quartz. Typically, in my opinion, the seams on quartz are usually less noticeable. So when it's installed on site, the people who come and install, they mix a two-part epoxy, and they also tint the epoxy to match your countertop. But typically, I find quartz is, in my experience, been more of a consistent color, and it's easier to match versus the natural features from some granite. Sometimes you get some veining and stuff like that, and especially if it's in a seam, they're not gonna be able to match that. Cost-wise, you can really spend the same in each category. You can't really say one is cheaper or more cost-effective than the other. So when they manufacture a quartz, it's actually built with some resin and a bunch of other ingredients. So it's got almost like a built-in sealer into the granite, or sorry, into the quartz. So there's little to no maintenance to quartz. So the natural granite does produce fewer carbon emissions during the manufacturing process, so it is a slightly greener product than the quartz. Neither of them emit any VOCs or any stuff like that. The benefits of quartz are that there's no sealing required, and the seams are really, in my opinion, most of the time not very noticeable. Quartz is easier to keep germ-free. Because it's man-made, it's not porous, whereas the natural stone can be, depending on which slab you choose. The pros of granite are that they're really one-off and there's no two slabs that are alike. They are a natural stone, so they've got the natural character. Also, I should note that some people think that you can put hot pans and hot pots directly on the countertop, and with a quartz countertop especially, it's strongly advised that you don't do that. I should also mention that quartz is actually repairable. I mean, granite is too, but less so than quartz is. Because quartz is man-made, we can also repair it. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be way less noticeable on a quartz slab than it would be on a granite slab. And again, this varies case by case, but I'm speaking generally about the products. If you really want something unique and different from everybody else, you've got to go the granite route. Every single slab is a one-off, and it's going to be different from the next. There are no two slabs that are alike. Whereas quartz, they're made in a plant, they're made in a factory, and all the parts are put together, and all of the slabs that get produced at that particular time are the exact same. There's different variances of hue based on batch and lot numbers and stuff like that, but typically if you don't have them right next to each other, they look pretty well the same. I'm not saying they're bad, it's just they're not as unique as the granite is. I hope this video helped you out to decide whether or not you're going to choose quartz or granite. You really can't make a wrong decision. They're both beautiful. A little care and maintenance, a little bit of love, they'll last a long time. Thanks for checking out the channel. We'll see you on the next one. What I'm going to do is now it's recording, and then that is going over why some people choose different counters. So what I do is I just look at the camera and I talk, and look, this is my microphone. Mic check 1 2. And I put it here so it can hear me. You think it's cool that Daddy's doing the YouTube videos? Okay. Boring for you, yeah, maybe. I got something in my eyeball. Of course, that happens on videoing, eh?